Well, hello there, humans of his earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too, welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I do lots of videos like this. If you want to get tips that are fresh to the marketplace, red hot and ready to roll, then I'm the man for you. I'm also kind of like a big deal. I've got a library with many leather-bound books, as Ron Burgundy is fond of saying. Just jokes, but all jokes aside, let's talk about two of the hottest spots on the map in Miramar. This is a little section of the map that is a sniper's paradise. It's just to the east of El Pozo, basically between Power Grid and El Pozo. You can see there, take a left turn at Hacienda del Patron and don't stop till you get up the top of the mountain. I'm going to show you how you do this. You roll all the way up here in the cone. Now, this has been around for ages. You might have seen in quite a few videos. I've been sniped at from up here. Many people might see these guys in game and not know how they get up there. But you get the big Ford Bronco, it's got so much torque, and you head up the mountain. Now, you don't want to go up the left side of the mountain as you're approaching from the southeast. Over here isn't really the place to be. What you want to do is head around to the right side of the mountain, and there's actually two peaks. Twin Peaks. No joke, Twin Peaks. There's one here that you can see I'm going to ascend right now. You can't drive straight over the top edge. It looks crazy. Hey, watch this. Straight up, straight up, straight up. You can actually get the wheels over the front edge here. It won't quite tick over, but then what you do is there is a pathway around to the right of this peak. You follow that, and Bob's your mother's brother. You're on top of a hill, and absolutely king of the world. Like, this is undeniably the tallest place you can get up on the Miramar map, and it's pretty insane once you're up here. Like, you're up here with the car, so if the circle comes here, great. If it doesn't come here, you just leave. You just drive off the mountain. You don't take any damage or anything. There's a bunch of compounds around, and every once in a while a circle's going to come here, and it's just going to be incredible. You can literally just sit up on top and have a whole hell of a lot of fun. The problem you're going to have is at this range, render is pretty crazy. When people are at extreme ranges and there's such a huge drop-off in damage when you hit them, sometimes you'll actually get the splash, but nothing will happen. Like, it just won't do any damage to the player. It's a bit of a render bug. It doesn't happen all the time. It really does come and go. You can see the splash there as the guy sat down in the seat, but absolutely did not give any kind of indication that they'd taken any damage. The second peak, which is a little bit further north and slightly lower in altitude, is very, very easy to get on top of. Not hard at all. You just drive up and yeah, there's a lot of this in Miramar. People don't seem to realize it. If you get a car on a rock, particularly the Bronco, it's got so much beast under the bonnet that you can get it well up past the vertical almost and really climb some crazy hills. And these maps are particularly important things when you're on maps like this, where elevation is huge, sniper rifles play such a massive role, and there's no grass and such to hide in. Not that it would render from this height anyway. You can see here, it's very, very easy just to drive the old big dog up there. And that's like, look how far you're up above those compounds. Absolutely nuts. And then you just make your way up there on the Foot Falcon. You know, everyone loves it. You know, happy days. Go to the other side, Bushka. You don't want to fall off this thing. Not a big problem. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Let's do some more stuff. Now, this is about heel fights. Heel fights are what happens when you go up on mountains like that. You'll get quite often squads that will be above you and you'll be below, and you've got no choice but to just suck it up. They won't engage. These guys wouldn't engage. I knocked one of them, then it's just like they're not coming down. They could have got down there quite easily. It's not hard for someone in that position to get up. You boost all the way to full, and then you just start spamming the 75% heals. As long as you're full boosted, you'll be able to get through a heap of these things before you get in any real trouble, and you'll tick along and you can see the play zone is eating them alive, and we get the win. The thing they did wrong here was one of them should have jumped down and just spread absolute havoc downstairs while the guy upstairs does exactly what I just did then. And it's a very easy way to get things. I've actually done that in Picado Arena quite some time ago. I did a video, I don't know if anyone remembers that, where I was in Picado Arena. I stayed upstairs healing, and everyone else in the squad just literally ran downstairs and stopped the guys down the bottom from healing. That's all they had to do. do. This is for those campers you get in the mill base barracks areas. You can actually find out where they are. All you do is you just go up the top. Like, this happens all the time. If you got the time, you just go up the top. You know the guy's somewhere in here, and you just jump past the window and check it out. And it sounds really obvious, right? But hello, look, hi, how you going? Great to see you here. Thanks for coming to the party. Really appreciate it. Try the punch. It's going to be great fun. Then you just go in and you can literally just roll right down there, knowing exactly where that guy is, even though he's not moving. And I suspect he reported me for being a hacker there because he had absolutely no idea. This is about smoke. If people are in smoke and you are shooting in the middle of the smoke, it just goes straight over the top of their heads, right? What you want to do, especially if you're elevated, is shoot the front of the smoke. And once you get a hit, immediately don't move the weapon. Fire straight back into that same spot, because what a lot of people will do is they will just be in the smoke looting. That's what this guy's doing, right? He's killed someone out there on the road. He's throwing a smoke. Watch how I bring the gun down to the front of the smoke. That's a headshot. Happy days. Shoot the same spot. Get a limb shot. That's all you need to do. Smoke is so obvious like that. If you're on the same level and you can see that they have to be like inside a structure, just keep spamming it. Eventually you'll get a shot. Like, I've put 10 shots in there. I only showed you the good one, but hit him in the head. He tries to go for a heal. The zone comes through. He gets nailed. All we've got to do there is, I don't know what this guy is thinking. Obviously someone has just died at the play zone. He thinks it's still the bloke up top. I'm like, hello, how you going? He's still looking up there. Has he got his speakers? I don't understand. All right, we'll hit you in the head and just shoot you. Okay, all right, good. Onwards and upwards, more tips. Remember that, shoot the front edge of the smoke, especially as you're up high. This is a final circle tip. Everyone does this. Well, not everyone, because obviously I win with stuff like this all the time using the old Mark 14. I haven't got a lot of Mark 14s lately. It's been very disappointing. There's two guys left in a love triangle. There's a fella off there to the westish and another guy southeast. We've got to get both these guys down, and the circle's fairly friendly to all three of us. So what I want to do is get a hold of this bloke here. I'm going to wipe him out. There we go. Lovely big dog this, right? The Mark 14, what a joke of a gun. And then what we want to do here is make sure that the guy in front of us knows we're here. We make a bit of noise, we fire some shots, we throw some fragmentation grenades, mollies, whatever we got in the backpack. Make sure he knows you're here, that he knows you're aggressive, that you mean business, that you know where he is, and then chuck smokes at him so that you're going to move forward into the circle. Then just leave him alone. Run all the way down the bottom of the circle and watch as he starts running back towards your position and rotate in late. And I've won so many chicken dinners doing that. This is about aim assist. A lot of you wonder why aim assist is sometimes not used by competitive players particularly. This is what aim assist does. If you have a knocked target in front of you, aim assist will go to the knock quite often because it's basically adjusting aim for you on a target. And if the knock is in front of the target that you're shooting at behind, it is a disaster. So watch this. I got a knock. Watch aim assist just come out and push it down. So I'm shooting at the guy behind reviving, and it just goes to the target in front that is knocked. Luckily, Vimesy, good on you, Vimesy, clears the bloke at the back, and, you know, all's fair in love and warfare. This is about using the FPP switch in smokes. FPP switch in smokes is super important. I didn't think the FPP switch had a whole lot of use, but I've used it a couple of times in very, very close confines where there was so much surrounding material, you didn't get much of a third-person advantage. And this is especially true when you have smokes. There's a duo down there in that little garage. I'm just going to spray them. There's a nice big headshot spray, and then I'm going to get another spray on the bloke on the left, get a headshot in, but can't finish him, and he's obviously going to put some smoke out to get his mate up. What I'm going to do is heal up, do all that kind of stuff, run into the smoke, and I'm going to FPP switch. I hardly ever do it, but this is exactly when you do it. Because when you're in smoke and you're in third person, your view is absolutely bollocks. I mean, you think about it, you're looking at your player through smoke, whereas when you're looking through the eyeballs of your player, you're actually looking directly through your eyeballs in the smoke. So you see so much better. And I switched to FPP for this, and you can see, like, look at this. Straight through, turn around, another guy in the corner. Stick with the FPP, no problems. The big dog barks, and we get a winner-winner McChicken dinner. This is so pertinent if you drop anywhere in places like Picardo or apartments. This is how you go upstairs, right? You turn, you look, because people just camp the freaking stairs. And when you see them, bail back, because they are waiting for you and you're going to get shredded. Now, particularly if there's only one guy, just wait for your teammates. If there's more than one guy, you might not have a whole lot of choice. But it's best to take your time on these things, because what you'll find often is you get a solo camper in a squad or a duos game, and if you bum rush him, like if you all just go up there at the one time and rush, they don't really have much of a chance against 4 guns moving at once. It just screws them. Particularly, you'll see me throw a Gren here. What I'm going to do is throw the Gren, and it's not really to damage him. I mean, it's a bonus if we get super lucky with this. It's to clear the stairs and make sure that he has to get off that landing, so that when we push up next, we have a nice solid platform to get into. And he's had to move and rearrange and kind of is at 6s and 7s. He has to be there, right? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Last one, lucky last. Let's have another big tip, Pushka. And this one should be fairly obvious when you see it, but I'm going to tell you about it. This is a poor move by me. 2 things are happening here. There's a flare over there, but I should have gone way earlier to push these guys. And I know that there's a perfect position on that hill. Unfortunately, so does someone else who's seen the flare, and they've got before me. They're before me, and they're going to blow the tires of my car with a lucky shot in the first round, which spins me out in the hill. And here's the thing, don't get stuck on these hills, because you cannot prone on these hills, right? This is a simple one, that it's something even players like me who've been playing since season 1 and have thousands upon thousands of games forget. I couldn't prone there because of that hill. It's so frustrating when this happens to you as someone who's been around forever, and you're like, you absolute muppet. What are you thinking? Why did you do that? But there you go. Make a video about it. Look after yourselves, boys and girls. Remember, you can't prone on the hills. Until next time, stay safe on the battlefield. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the videos, blah, blah, blah. Bye for now.